The day begins like any other. The sun rises, people go to work, children play in schoolyards, but high above, unseen, a shadow is falling across the world. It is a messenger from the cold, dark emptiness of space. It has traveled for millions of years. Its journey is about to end, and so perhaps is ours. The first sign is a new star in the sky. It is a tiny pinprick of light, but it grows brighter, hour by hour. Soon it is visible even in the daylight. Fear begins to spread. A quiet, cold dread that grips the heart of every person on the planet. This is not a star, it is a visitor, and it is coming for us. The world holds its breath. Scientists race against time. They measure its speed. They measure its size. They measure its path. The news they deliver is not good. It is an asteroid, miles wide. It will not miss. It will not burn up in our atmosphere. It is a planet killer. The universe is full of dangers. They come in many forms. Asteroids are the most familiar threat. Giant rocks left from the birth of our solar system. Most are small, they drift harmlessly in the dark. But some are large, very large. Their paths can cross ours. When they do, consequences are catastrophic. Like a million nuclear bombs exploding at once. It would change our world forever. Sometimes the danger comes from within. Supervolcanoes. Deep beneath our feet. Immense chambers of molten rock and pressure. When they erupt, they change the climate of the entire world. Ash and gas can block the sun for years. A volcanic winter, crops fail, temperatures plummet, and then dangers from far, far away, deep space. Imagine a star much larger than our sun dying. It collapses under its own weight. In its final moments it can unleash a gamma-ray burst, the most powerful explosion in the universe, a focused beam of deadly radiation at light speed. If it struck Earth, devastating effects follow. It would strip away our atmosphere. It would boil our oceans. It would sterilize the surface in an instant. No warning, just a flash of light, then silence. We exist because of a delicate balance. A stable sun, a protective atmosphere, a safe orbit. That balance isn't guaranteed forever. The cosmos is constant change, violence and creation. 66 million years ago, the Earth was a different place. It was a world of giants. Dinosaurs ruled the land. Dinosaurs ruled the sea. Dinosaurs ruled the sky. They had existed for more than 150 million years. They were the masters of their world. They seemed invincible. They could not have known their reign was about to end. From the darkness of space, a rock was coming. It was 6 miles wide. It was aimed directly at them, a cosmic appointment they could not miss. The impact was unimaginable. It struck what is now the Gulf of Mexico. The energy released was billions of times an atomic bomb. It created a crater over 100 miles wide. It sent shockwaves across the globe. Earthquakes shook every continent. Giant tsunamis, miles high, washed over coastlines. The sky filled with superheated rock and dust. The world was set on fire. It was a day of absolute terror. Rules of life and death were rewritten. The age of reptiles was over. The immediate destruction was only the beginning. The real killer was the aftermath. A vast cloud of dust and sulfur rose into the atmosphere. It spread around the planet. It blocked the sun. The earth plunged into darkness and cold. Photosynthesis stopped. Plants died. The food chain collapsed. Herbivores starved. Carnivores followed. The dinosaurs slowly faded into extinction. Only the small, the adaptable, could survive. From that extinction, a new world was born. In the shadows of dying giants, small mammals found their chance. They survived the long winter and adapted. They grew and evolved. Eventually they gave rise to us, humanity. We are the children of a cosmic catastrophe. Our existence is a direct result of that impact. We are not like the dinosaurs. We have a gift they did not. We have minds. We can look up at the sky and understand what we see. We can build tools to see farther than our eyes allow. We have science. With science, we have built a new kind of defense. A global network of watchers, astronomers, scientists all over the world. They are our sentinels, our early warning system. They stand on a new kind of wall, a wall of knowledge and observation, staring into the darkness of space, searching for things that might wish us harm. Their primary tools are telescopes, giant eyes that scan the night sky night after night, on remote mountaintops, and in space itself. Telescopes are programmed to look for movement. They take pictures of the sky. Powerful computers compare them. Tiny dots of light shift against the background of distant stars. These moving dots are asteroids and comets, objects of our solar system whose orbits might one day bring them dangerously close to home. Each new discovery is carefully cataloged and tracked. When a new object is found, the real work begins. Scientists calculate its orbit, using laws of physics, Newton, Kepler. They plot the object's path with incredible precision. They need to know where it is going. Will it pass harmlessly, or is it on a collision course with Earth? This can take days or years of observation. The more they watch, the more certain the future becomes. This network of watchers grows stronger every year. New telescopes are being built. Programs like NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office connect scientists across nations. It is a global effort. A threat to Earth is a threat to everyone. We are no longer blind to dangers from above. We have opened our eyes. We are actively searching the darkness. For the first time in the history of life on this planet, a species is aware of cosmic dangers. That awareness is our first and most important shield. Knowing a threat is coming is one thing. Stopping it is another. What can we do if our watchers find an asteroid on a collision course with Earth? We cannot simply hide. We must act. Scientists and engineers are working on this very problem. They are designing shields for our planet. Not shields of metal or energy like in the movies, but shields of ingenuity and physics. We cannot stop a giant rock with brute force, but we may be able to nudge it out of the way. Even a tiny change in its path made years in advance can be enough to make it miss our planet completely. One of the leading ideas is called a kinetic impactor. The plan is simple but powerful. We would launch a robotic spacecraft. It would travel for years to meet the asteroid in deep space. Then, it would deliberately crash into it. The impact would not destroy the asteroid, but it would transfer energy to it. It would act like a cosmic billiard ball. The small push from the impact would alter the asteroid's speed and direction just a little bit. Over the long journey to Earth, that small change would add up. Another idea is the gravity tractor. This method is more gentle. Instead of crashing, the spacecraft would fly alongside it for a long time, for months or even years. The spacecraft, even though it is small, has its own gravity. It is a tiny amount of gravity. But in the vacuum of space, it is enough. Over time, the gentle, persistent pull of the spacecraft's gravity would slowly tug on the asteroid. It would carefully, delicately pull the asteroid into a new, safer orbit. There are other more dramatic ideas too. Some have suggested using nuclear weapons. An explosion near the asteroid not on it could vaporize part of its surface. All of these technologies are being studied. Some, like the kinetic impactor, have already been tested. In 2022, NASA's DART mission successfully hit an asteroid and changed its orbit. It was a proof of concept. It was a message to the cosmos. We are not helpless. We can fight back. When we look up at the night sky, we see beauty and wonder. We see the silent dance of stars and galaxies, but we should also see a reflection of ourselves. We are made of the same stuff as those stars. We are a product of the cosmos. Our journey from a single cell in the ancient oceans to a species that can ponder its own extinction is a miracle. It is a story of survival against all odds. We have faced ice ages, plagues, famines, and we are still here. We are survivors. The threats from space are real. They are vast and terrifying. They remind us of our fragility. But they also offer us a gift, a reason to come together. These cosmic dangers do not care about our borders. They do not distinguish between our religions. They do not distinguish between our politics. They threaten every single one of us equally. In the face of such a threat, our division seems small. Our shared humanity is all that matters. It is a call for unity. Our greatest hope lies in the things that make us human. Curiosity, ingenuity, compassion. Science is the tool, but teamwork is the force that will wield it. By sharing our knowledge, combining our resources, working as a single global community, we can face these challenges. We can become the guardians of our own planet, a species that takes responsibility for its own survival. The future is not written. The story of humanity is not over. We are the authors of the next chapter. A cosmic disaster may one day come for us. It may test us to our very limits, but it does not have to be our end. It could be our finest hour. Put aside our differences, stand together as one people on one world, looking up at the stars not with fear but with confidence. Confident in our ability to protect our home, confident in our shared tomorrow. The universe is a dangerous place, but we are a part of it, and we are here to stay.